Hey guys, Lotus Tech here, back again with another video. So I thought I'd make another video again showing what is on my Nintendo Switch. So over here what we have is my Nintendo Switch, and I made one of these videos a while ago talking about what was on my Nintendo Switch like a few years ago. So I thought I'd make an updated video just showing you what's on it again. And if you want to see a more in-depth video, just watch the one from last year, because there's a lot of stuff that changed, but there's also a few that key details where that hasn't really changed on there. But yeah, let me show you what is on my modded Nintendo Switch. So over here, I have Tinfoil over here, which is the free shop we own, which is the Lotus Tech shop. So let me open this up real quick and you guys can see this over here. So I always show people this video, like what is on my modded Switch, and these type of videos to show people what a Nintendo Switch can do. So we're just gonna wait for this to load real quick, and yeah, as you can see, we have our theme right here, the Lotus Tech shop theme. And over here, as you can see, this is where you get your games from. So you can get all the Nintendo Switch games over here. As you can see, there's so much to choose from over here that it's like endless games over here, and you won't be able to play all of them, but because of how many games we have, and I'm pretty sure your storage device can't take all the games, but again, we have a lot of the games over here. And over here we have some of the games we have here, like Wonder and all that stuff, YouTube here, all this other good stuff here, and sometimes we even get league games early. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now the next thing on my modded Switch is, as you can see, my icon is different than the rest. This is a modded icon over here, and as you can see, you can have custom profile pics instead of the ones Nintendo gives you. So that's something you can keep in mind, and as you can see, I have that running on my Nintendo Switch over here. The next thing over here, what we have is mission control. So on the controllers of mission control, I can pair a PlayStation controller and an Xbox controller as a Pro controller. So it's something pretty cool where you can just link a PlayStation controller, for example, and just use it as a Pro controller. So if you have people over, you don't need to go out buy a new Joy-Con or something, you can just use your old PlayStation controller with it. And again, if you want to get more in depth on how to install these things, I made a video on everything that I'm talking about. So there's probably a video I've made on all this stuff over here. So the next thing over here, what we have is the albums, but it's not the albums, it's the Homebrew menu. So in the Homebrew menu over here, as you can see, it's Gold Leaf right here. So we have Gold Leaf, which is basically where you can install games through a USB-C port right here, or if you don't have the free shop installed, and update your profile pic to the custom one over here. What else we have here is we have the Homebrew App Store over here. So what the Homebrew App Store is basically a place where you can get your modded software and stuff. For example, RetroArch, DS emulators, GBA emulators, all this stuff over here. So as you can see, we have a bunch of stuff here we can get. So yeah, it's just a place where you can get your modded like firmware and stuff from. Next, what we have is Melon DS, which is basically your DS emulator over here. So this thing over here just plays it, but again, I didn't boot it up the right way, so I gotta just restart my Switch now. In order to boot Melon DS up, you gotta hold the game and then boot it up and it'll work fine. So let me do that right now. Let this thing boot back up again. But while we're already here, might as well switch to some other things that the Switch can do in this Hekate menu. So let's get back into here. Never mind, I'm already back here. So back into the Homebrew menu over here. As you can see, we have Game Boy emulation over here, so you can play your GBA games. You have your NX themes over here. So as you can see, this is a place where you can get your themes installed. So over here, once this thing gets updated, you can install custom themes. For this firmware, they yet have not extracted the theme yet, so it's going to take a minute to do so. But you can have custom themes on your Nintendo Switch, and again, there's already a video for that as well. You have RetroArch there. You can play your PlayStation portable games here. And over here, we have the browser to just search stuff up on the web. You have Chiaki, which is a way you can stream your PlayStation 5 games onto your Nintendo Switch over here, and your PS4 games here. You have Daybreak, which is your updater. You have Edison here, which basically enables cheats. Then you have Fizu, which makes your Switch look like an OLED. You have FTP, which basically does wireless file transfers. And we have Haku, which basically makes your Switch back to stock. We have the Homebrew App Store again over here. And there's a lot of stuff here. As you can see, we can just keep on going. We have the music player. We have the theme browser. We have SysDVR and the USB file transfer. And that's just some of the stuff that the Switch has on the Homebrew side of things that I have installed on my Switch. On the other video I made, it goes a little more in deep, showing each thing a little more. But if you just want to see a brief overview on how to install it, click the videos again. So now back on the switch over here, what we can do is we can just turn the switch back off, and the switch can also run some other different firmwares as well. So let's power off the switch fully real quick. So I'm gonna hold the power button. We'll wait for this to show the menu, the power off menu. I don't know why it's not doing that, but I'm gonna just restart it and we'll go back to that. So we're back onto the Hekate menu. I just have to restart. So what else you can do over here is on my tools over here, I have a few things. So I don't need an RCM jig anymore. If you know what that is, I can just auto RCM it. You have USB tools over here. You have your info for your console. And the cool thing is if you go more configs, you can boot up Android on your Nintendo Switch. So with Android on the Switch, it allows you to now use Android on it, which is pretty cool. And you can run Roblox, Discord, all your other Android applications on here, like a regular Android tablet. And I made a video on that as well on how to do it. So it's something pretty cool you can do on here. But yeah, let me open this up and I'll go back to and show you more. So now that it's done loading up, as you can see, we have Android over here, and there's a few basic things over here. As you see, we have Steam Link here, we have Dolphin, we can play our Wii games on here, so I can also play my Wii games here, and I can also play my Steam games on here as well. So this is something pretty cool. But yeah, this is a brief overview of what's on my Nintendo Switch. If you want to see more on how to install these things and all the other things your Switch can do, I made videos in the past about that, so you can go check those out as well. And yeah, I hope that this video helped you out in a way, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.